Hi everyone, this is Diane. Here I am working on this large paper doll journal. I've decided I will just work on this one and get this one done, and then do the two of the Little Golden Book and whatever the other one is, Wonder Book or Rand McNally, I'm not sure. But they're the same size, so I'll do them together. So I just want to focus on this one right now, and I'm having fun with it. I added some eyelet to the front edges. I thought I did this one. I have a piece ready to go on there. Hang on. It's right here. Let me get that on. I thought I had already done that. Teddy came and had lunch with me, so I got interrupted. He comes pretty much every other Wednesday because he's at his mother's house every other week, and they're working Wednesdays, and he's home doing school, so he comes over and has lunch with me. I just want to get this on before it gets lost. Oh, I know, I had it ready to go on, but I still had to do some stamping, so I wanted to do that first, and then I forgot to put this on. All right, now I can show you what else I have done on the pages. This one goes in the middle. All right, so I've added a fabric pocket to either the front or the back of each signature. This one is that cute paper doll fabric that I got in a Happy Mail. And I added a little red ticking pocket to the front, and I'll probably decorate that tag. And this is an antique advertising card. It was advertising some laundry soap, and this little girl is washing her. It's a China doll with a cloth body, but it's a really cute picture, isn't it? And I thought it was great for a paper doll journal. And then this one has it on the back. Now this is a paper doll fabric again, and it was, I don't know if I bought it or if somebody sent it to me. I've had it for quite a long time, and it was a garment that had been cut up. So this was a pocket. It was taller and wider. I had to cut parts of it off, but I liked it. I liked having it doubled, and then it's got a nice neat seam here. So I thought I would just put it on as a curved pocket, and I'll put something fun inside that. Let me see if this fits. I'm not going to put it in there, but yeah, because it's glued here and here, so it has to be something not quite this big to fit in there better. And I added this bow to the top. And the other fabric pocket is this one. It's the same fabric I put on the spine, and I added this ribbon at the top and these little girls from a ribbon or a fabric strip that I had. And I also did a little bit of decorating on the inside of the first page because they are white on the inside. So I stamped purple curlicues here, flourishes, because the dress is purple. It's a vintage paper doll dress. And here I just added a little paper doll dress and stamped just a few of my favorite things up there. And then, oh, on the back I added a large paper doll coat and backed it with cardstock. And I will decorate this tag, and I have another antique advertising card. So because I put this fabric on the back because of the way it curved, and I wanted it on the outside, not here. So then I will add another paper doll outfit to the front to be a pocket. And because this is a big journal, I'm enjoying using some of the big pieces that wouldn't fit in smaller books. So I've already taken this dress and glued it to a salmon or coral color cardstock that kind of matches the trim on her dress. And I'm just going to cut around it, letting some of that background cardstock show. And I will glue it on as a pocket. And I'm going to leave the tabs on it because that just, you know, reminds us that it's a paper doll dress. And I don't want the tabs to, well, these will be glued down, but this one won't be because that's going to be the opening. No, it's not. I'm going to have, yes, this is going to be the opening. So I should have left a little more cardstock here, but I didn't think to, but I remembered in time to leave just a little bit extra here. I don't know if that'll help, but it might. Just don't want it to get bent up. These clothes that I'm using in decorating, and I'll put some on tags and cards too probably. They are from my little toy suitcase that has the pieces that don't have dolls. So they're just random pieces of clothing. The clothing that comes on the dolls that did I show you the dolls inside the cover? The dolls that are featured in this book, they have their own clothes that I've already cut out, and they will all be included but not glued down to anything. So these are the clothes that come with the dolls. And some, wait, these bonnets and bows ones that's a different set. That's the set that goes in the smaller books. These are the ones that go with these dolls, I think. Yeah, they are. They don't have letters to tell you what clothes go with what doll, and I'll tell you why in a second. Let's go back to look at these dolls. I don't know if I showed them to you. So I put a pocket on the inside and cut this out with my Cricut, or my Big Shot, and stamped Choose Joy. And these are the two dolls that come with the set. And I cut out the names from the cover and glued them to the back so you'd know who is who, but it doesn't really matter because the clothes will fit either doll. Got cute little shoes. All right, so this is all cut out, and I'm going to glue this down so that this is a pocket right here. I will glue both of the top tabs. I might as well just glue there. Along the edge and the bottom. And since it's a large dress, it still gives us lots of room for inserting a card. Something for journaling. So there's that. So now they both, oh no, I still have to do something back here. I'll have to make something for there. So I'm making pockets right now. And then I will make tags and cards to go in the pockets. And I need another paper doll dress for that. Look at that cute little sailor suit. Oh, here's a really big one. I think I'll put this one on. And we can tuck in there. Ragsy's costume. A couple of times I bought a flat, like something that cans would have come in, just a flat box that had paper dolls and pieces of clothing. And some of the dolls and clothing went together and some didn't. So I would find dolls that didn't have any clothes and clothes that didn't have any dolls. And they usually weren't in the best shape. I wish I knew what this doll looked like. Her name is Ragsy. I didn't know that before because I never saw that tab. It was folded under. Okay, I'll delete this part, cutting it out. Okay, she's cut out. I love the blue apron with the different shades of blue background. It would be better if it was on a page this way, so I could tuck in here, but I already put this pocket on. And I do want it to be on this page because it just looks so much better on that page. So the tuck is going to be, I don't like to have to tuck on the side that is sewn into the book. That would be too constricting. So the tuck will be here. And like I said, since it's such a big dress, and I'll leave the neck open to give a little more leeway. We have plenty of room. It's nice to have a place to use these larger pieces. All right, I don't think I showed you all the stamping I did. I showed you the pockets, and I think I showed you that one. Yeah. Did I show you the other ones? No. I stamped like the flourishes on the first one, and this one I did a border. And this cute little raincoat and hat and umbrella set. And I didn't do anything on that page yet. But I stamped this border and a little plaid jumper. And this already had the double-sided paper here, so I put that cute little dress there. And I think that's all that I've done. But I have a couple projects lined up here. So I cut out this pocket with my Big Shot, and then I guess it's supposed to be slotted to put things in, but I like to line it. And so it doesn't come with a die to cut a contrast piece, but I just kind of marked it out. And I think if I cut a little off the bottom, I can make this part fit up here. And then it'll just be a pocket. I was thinking of putting some of the clothing in it, but I need a wider pocket for that. Just trim a little bit off here so I can slide this down more. And now that color doesn't stick up over there. So I'll glue that down, and then I'll show you what else I have planned for that page. If I put this on the bottom of the page like this, there's all this empty space, and you can't really write on it because it's dark. So I have this pretty old bridge score sheet I'm going to glue up here and then add a paper doll hat there. That's so cute. This has holes in it because it was made to go into a binder. Elizabeth Craft Designs has a lot of pieces that have holes because they have binders you can buy And so they have pages and pockets and things that go in the binder, but I don't know if this is Elizabeth Craft Design. It might be. Now I have these digital words, and I know there are some pink ones, so I wonder if I could find one that would be suitable to put down here. Okay, those are pink, but they're vertical. I need horizontal. I guess I only have vertical pink ones. I could print horizontal pink ones, but let's see if I have something. I could just do black. And sometimes I cut the ivory colored framing off of it if it's too big. I'm going to use Pure Joy because I think paper dolls evoke pure joy. These, by the way, are from the Junk Journal Studio, if you're interested in looking for them. And this is more than one collection. The vertical and the horizontal are separate. And I don't know if the yellow undertones are separate from the white, because I have white undertones. And I don't remember. I've had these for a long time. I didn't print all of the pages because I mostly wanted the vertical ones. Sometimes I just wanted vertical words, and it was hard to find some, so I got that set. And then I liked them, so I got the horizontal ones too. Okay, a nice big tag like that will fit in there. I have one, here it is. Maybe I want a different outfit. Let me see if this goes well with it. Oh, I don't want to use the clothes that go with the paper dolls, so I need to get them somewhere that I don't accidentally glue them down. And this is too tall for it. Would have looked cute. Let me see. Well, I could just punch the hole in the dress and just clip off these little bits that are sticking off. Let me see. That could be cute. I really liked this one though, but I can put that in a different pocket. All right, we're going to stencil some flowers on the background here. And if I'm using this, I guess I'll stencil with aqua color to go with this here. If I have an aqua, I'll just use a Stampin' Up! One. This is called Summer Splash. She has a little corsage. They had a tab. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be that way because it doesn't look like a tab. It's just another flower. So somebody did that. Just cut a slit there and added this flower, which is pretty cute. I'm going to glue it down though. It is kind of low for a corsage. That would have been pinned up here. And I think I might as well just just cut the tabs off because they won't fit. I'll cut those off when it dries. That's really cute. So in two signatures, this part on the back, on the inside back cover of the signature is double-sided paper, but this one is not. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. Yeah, that helps decorate that page. I do want to have pockets which would store the clothing. I was thinking of scattering the clothing throughout the book, but I think I'd rather, I don't know if I was thinking I would put one girl's outfits in one pocket and the other girl's outfits in another pocket, but they can both wear the same outfits. I think I'll put the accessories in some tiny pockets. Maybe some that you can open them up and they'll be in there instead of trying to dig into a pocket. You know what I mean? So we've got hats and shoes. This is just a little floral piece and a little bunny. And a teddy bear. Bows. Look at all the bows. I think they pretty much have to be in a pocket you can open up, or they'll get lost in the pocket. Look at the puppy. I fussy cut these all out for you. And a nice long robe and a bathing suit with a beach ball. I think this goes with the other paper doll set. And there is a candle, but it doesn't go with this set. It goes with a piece that I was cutting out to glue down. Okay, so let's talk about a pocket. Where are we time-wise? Where would I put a pocket with the accessories? So maybe I could put a glassine envelope here for the hats and an open up pocket I just have to, I think I have to watch a video on how to make one of those pockets that opens up. Let me look for my glassine envelopes. First, let me make sure they all fit in there. I could put 2 envelopes of hats on one page. Yep, they all fit. And these are the same size. So if I put 2 glassine envelopes on the page, I could divide the hats up. And then put the bows and the shoes on a different page. Okay. And I could put some journaling spots there too. I can include some of these Mary Engelbreit cards in here too. They came out of a little booklet, a small book with quotes. There's a journaling spot with a little girl and her lamb. It's probably Mary. Mary had a little lamb. Oh, I do have a pouch that has KB and Friends printables in it. One of my placemat. This is the pouch with KB and Friends. I don't see journaling cards though. Not ones that you would write on. Oh wait, here's some. This one. It's a little one. Those are Easter, but that's okay. Well, I have a couple. I put this one on the dark because it's light, and this one is yellow, so it'll show it better over here. And maybe I could stamp out the word hats and put it at the top or the bottom. That would be fun. What I want to do on this tag, doesn't all have to be paper doll clothes. Oh, I wanted to use some of the wrapping paper that I pulled and cover a tag with wrapping paper. Like this. I think this is just so cute, and rather than use a huge piece of it to make a page, I could make it go further by putting it on tags. You can see the tag through the paper. I'd like to get both of these girls at least partially on the tag. Super cute. I'll probably end up sewing around that, and then that's all it needs. Well, I'll put something in it too, in the hole. That is very cute. I can make other wrapping paper tags for the other signatures too. So I probably will divide the clothes up into a couple of pockets. I'm not going to make a wardrobe to open up. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just don't want to make something that looks like a wardrobe, because I think they're awfully cute, but it's more work than I want to do. I have this coat hanger that I think, it was in a scrapbook. Mistress Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? It was probably a hanger for doll clothes, and it's 1941 Totsie Manufacturing Company. And it is thick because it is a chipboard, but I don't think I could peel it. So I don't know if I'll use it in the journal or not, but I think it would be very cute. Could maybe put it on the back cover. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it a day down here. This goes in here. I've made some progress today, and I'm happy with it, and I've had a lot of fun, and I would love to keep going, but I have other things I need to do, and it's getting late. I think it's dark outside by now. Of course, it gets dark by 5 o'clock. Oh, it's not even 5 yet. 4:40. It's time for me to go upstairs and do some work, and I'll be back I'm hoping to go to my stores tomorrow, Sam's Club and Hobby Lobby. I haven't been to Hobby Lobby in ages. And I'm so sad I can't go to Joann's anymore, but Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Sam's Club. I'll try to do that tomorrow. And I don't know how much time I'll be down here tomorrow. But I'm having so much fun working on this journal. I want to keep it, but I'm not going to keep this one. This one's going to go. Maybe to you. I'll see you in the next video, and I hope you're having a creative day. Bye.